Los Angeles in the late 1970s, a city on edge as fear spreads through the neighborhoods. Between October 1977 and February 1978, a series of brutal murders shocked the community. 10 young women were found dead, their bodies discarded on the hillsides. The victims, aged 12 to 28, had been brutally strangled. Each crime scene painted a grim picture of the violence that had taken place. The police worked tirelessly, combing through evidence and interviewing potential witnesses. The community was gripped with fear. Parents kept their children indoors, and the streets were eerily quiet at night. The victims were from different backgrounds, but their tragic fates were eerily similar. Investigators noted the meticulous nature of the crimes, suggesting a methodical and calculating perpetrator. The black and white photos of the young female victims served as a haunting reminder of the lives lost. As police lights flashed, the urgency to catch the killer grew, but the case remained shrouded in mystery, leaving the community on edge. The LAPD launched one of the most extensive manhunts in its history. The killers seemed to leave no trace, taunting the police and the public with each new victim. The investigation team, composed of seasoned detectives and forensic experts, worked tirelessly around the clock. They meticulously combed through every piece of evidence, hoping to find even the smallest clue that could lead them to the perpetrators. The city was gripped with fear, and the pressure on the police force was immense. Each new crime scene presented a fresh set of challenges, with the killers becoming more brazen and elusive. The media frenzy added to the tension as reporters swarmed every location, broadcasting the gruesome details to an anxious public. Despite the mounting obstacles, the LAPD remained resolute, determined to bring the killers to justice and restore peace to the community. The investigation eventually led to two men, cousins, Kenneth Bianchi and Angelo Buono. By day they seemed ordinary, but by night they became the Hillside Stranglers. After their arrest, the trial captured the nation's attention. The courtroom was packed with journalists, family members of the victims, and curious onlookers. The prosecution presented a mountain of evidence, including testimonies from witnesses and forensic experts. Both men, Bianchi and Buono, sat stone-faced as the evidence against them mounted. The defense tried to argue for their innocence, but the overwhelming proof left little room for doubt. The trial lasted for several months, with every detail scrutinized by the media. When the verdict was finally read, a collective sigh of relief could be felt throughout the courtroom. Both men were convicted on multiple counts of murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This brought an end to the reign of terror that had haunted Los Angeles for years, offering a sense of closure to the grieving families and a community that had lived in fear. The Hillside Stranglers left a scar on the city of Los Angeles, a reminder of the darkness that can hide behind even the most ordinary facades. In memory of the victims, never forgotten, always remembered.